He typed it 3 times before he sent it. Nothing dramatic, just honest. And now it was out there. No taking it back. Then the 3 dots. Typing. Then the dots stop. Red at 9:14, and then nothing. An hour goes by, he has checked the phone 9 times. By hour 2, he is not waiting on a reply anymore, he's building a case. I blew it. I came on too strong, I always do this. His chest is tight, he feels a little sick even. He starts typing a follow-up he shouldn't send. And still, nothing has actually happened yet. It wasn't the text, a text got left on read. That is the whole event. That is all that is true. So why is he on the floor when plenty of people would read that same silence, shrug, and go make dinner? Same silence, but different people, and completely different reactions. So the text can't be the cause. Something sits in between. A Greek philosopher named Epictetus called this out 2,000 years ago. People are not disturbed by things, they are disturbed by what they make those things mean. In the 1950s, a New York psychologist named Albert Ellis turned that idea into a tool that you can actually use. He called it rational emotive behavioral therapy. I know it's a mouthful, so you can just call it REBT therapy or ABC therapy. A, B, C, D, E, and F. We're going to run his bad night straight through it. A is the activating event. What actually happened, with the story stripped off. Not I ruined it, not it's over, just the facts a camera could see. A message was read, no reply has come yet. That is the event. C is the consequence, emotional and psychological, how he feels and what he does about it. Tight chest, sick stomach, the urge to send 3 more texts and fix it immediately. Most people wire A straight to C. The event happened, so of course I feel like this. But that wiring is wrong. There is a step hiding between them, which is B. B is the belief. It is the lens he is holding up without even knowing it. The event hits the lens first. Whatever comes out the other side is what he actually feels. His lens is cracked and dark, so a red receipt comes out the other side as proof that he is unlovable. Now look at where a lens like this even comes from. He didn't sit down one day and decide to believe he was unlovable. Maybe he picked it up young, from 100 small moments, and hasn't questioned it since. That is the strange thing about your beliefs. A lot of them are not even really yours. They were handed to you, and you've just been looking through them ever since. The kid who learned early that reaching out gets him hurt grows into the man whose lens turns every silence into a rejection. But the kid who learned that people just get busy grows into the man who reads the same silence and barely blinks. Neither of them picked their lens necessarily, they inherited it. Then they spent years looking through it and never once looking at it. Same text, 2 different pieces of glass. That's the difference between the man on the floor and the man making dinner. So the work was never about the text, it is about the lens you never knew you were wearing. Now D, dispute. This is where you stop wearing the lens and start cross-examining it. You don't argue with the event is real. You put the belief on trial. Be the prosecuting attorney against your own belief systems. Poke every hole in it you can find. Make it prove it has any right to ruin your night. Put I'm unlovable because of 1 red receipt in the witness box and go after it. First line of attack, where is the evidence? Is this actually true? People who love him exist. They've texted back thousands of times. 1 slow reply doesn't erase all of those. And he doesn't even know why they went quiet. Maybe their phone died. Maybe they're busy. Maybe they fell asleep. He invented the worst reason and immediately bought it. Second line of attack. Does it even make sense? Does the conclusion follow? No reply, therefore unlovable. That is 1 cloud, therefore the sun is gone forever. The logic just isn't there. Third line of attack. Is believing this even helping him? Has I'm unlovable ever once made him text better, sleep better, or show up calmer? Or does it only ever make things worse? You hit it with all 3? True, logical, helpful? The belief can't survive its own trial. That is disputing, not lying to yourself that everything is great. just refusing to take a cracked lens at its word. When the old belief loses, you build the replacement. E, the effective new belief. Not a slogan, not everything happens for a reason. Something true you would actually defend in that courtroom. I would love a reply. I'm not getting one yet. I can stand that, and a slow text says nothing about my worth. And then F, or the new feeling. He runs the event through the new lens, and what comes out is lighter. The first time you run this barely works, and that's normal, because the old belief is not a thought. It's a path worn in from 1,000 walks. Every time something went quiet and he panicked, he walked that path again. It is smooth now, automatic. The new belief is the faint line in the weeds next to it. Technically a path, but nobody really walks it yet. So tonight, the honest result is small. He chooses the new path once, it's slow, awkward, and he's not really fully buying it yet. And this is exactly where people quit. They try it once, barely feel any better, and decide it just doesn't work. But E and F were never a one-time fix. They're an investment. The payoff lands later, after repetitions and practice. Next time he's left on red, he walks the new path again. Still weeds, still awkward, but it is there. A week of this, a month, the new trail starts to pack down. The walk becomes easier. In the old rut, the unlovable one stops getting walked. Weeds start to creep back in, and it grows over. That's the actual mechanism, not a mood, a path you wear in by choosing it on the days it's the hardest. And under the better belief, Ellis put one foundation: acceptance. 3 of them. Accept yourself. You're a person who does good and bad things. Not a verdict you pass over one of them. Accept other people. They are allowed to be slow, wrong, and human, without it being a crime against you. And accept life. It is hard and sometimes unfair, and you can stand that without a drink, a spiral, or a fight. Months later now, a different night, he sends another text. Delivered. Read, and then again, nothing. Same trigger, same silence, but let's watch the difference. The old rut is still there. He feels the first tug toward it. That pull can sometimes take a long time to go away. But the new path is worn in now. He takes it almost without even thinking. A reply would be nice, I would like one, but its absence isn't a verdict on me. He feels a flicker of disappointment, real and the right size. Then he puts the phone face down. He does not draft the desperate follow-up because there's nothing to fix. Nothing is on fire. Same event that flattened him months ago, tonight it barely moves him. Nothing about the text changed. He changed the lens. He wore in the path. He ran the loop until the better belief was the automatic one. The event happened. The belief was always the part he got to choose. And that is where you start. Next time your stomach drops over a text, an email, a look someone gave you, don't challenge the event, challenge the lens that you're seeing the event through.